Hey all, this is Dr. Joe again. I just want to point out to you some really cool stuff that the local council really invests in about the history of this place. It's really cool that I and the McMurray students get to experience this. What I want you to notice right here is the river. It's a little high today, a lot of rain all over England. It's the River Stour. And this river going that way, along here is the Westgate Gardens, and it goes to the West Gate. And this along here would have been the wall that bordered the city, the original Roman wall that bordered the city. So you had the moat, or the river, which acted like a moat, and then the wall as double protection. And here's something really cool that they discovered during archaeological digs. But right here, if you notice, it says, Roman Watling Street. It says Roman Watling Street, and they marked where this was. What that means was that was the original Roman road that was built by the Romans that extended all the way from Dover, next stop Canterbury, next stop Rochester, and then on to London. And it's really cool. So I'm standing right in the middle, therefore, of Watling Street. Behind me, the road would have gone up to Rochester and to Dover. This is exactly where they would have proceeded. It would have been cobblestone. The Romans were known for building amazing roads. And then going this way, if you were coming into Canterbury, and you can see the border over here of what they found underneath, there would have been a bridge here, and you would have crossed over the river once the Roman guards approved your entry. And then right here would have been a gate, really cool gate that you would have probably paid your tax to get in, and then head on in to larger Canterbury and the city. And the walls would have gone all the way around the city. All right, so this is really cool, and now it's this great walkway. They've really invested in markers and pointing things out, and in fact there's a nice sort of long trail you can take called the Great Stour Way, which is really cool. What was the one other thing I wanted to point out was, right over here. So this was the wall, and then along here, it bends around. The highway is there now, but it bends around. And right in this area, just outside the wall, they found a hoard, a silver hoard, which is basically a buried collection of Roman artifacts. And all of those artifacts now are in the Roman Canterbury Museum, which the McMurray students and I visited. Really cool place. Shows all the things they found around here. But what's neat about that, is probably an aristocrats. There were spoons, and they had the ichthys and Cairo symbols on them, which showed it would have been a Christian Roman. They believe the hoard was buried right around 409, 410 AD. And that was the year Emperor Honorius pulled all the legions out of England to go handle the, quote, barbarian invasions in Europe. And so England was left to its own without Roman administration, or at least so it goes. May not have been the vacuum of the Dark Ages that some historians previously thought, but obviously this individual was scared enough where they decided, I have to bury my stuff. Very expensive spoons and other silverware outside the Roman gates, and maybe come back to get them, but maybe then took off and never came back, which is why they found them. So, or maybe they were pillaged and the robbers buried them there thinking they would come back. Not sure, but it's really cool that they found that here just outside the walls. But really cool sense of history, and to be able to stand here is really neat. All right, till the next lesson.